Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Oakland Raiders. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be taken in at the 1. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 44 yards on the ground. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here is Eckler, and he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this.
Let's go. Check 52.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. The rookie was trying to push him downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Second down, Murray sets to throw. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Broncos.
Murray now on first down. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And
he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Kyler Murray. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Now this time, Murray to throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now a first carry here for Robinson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Check, 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 check. Check.
Second and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Delta, you gonna see me in your nightmares. Watch twist. Watch twist. Switch. 45. Mike, 40.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down.
Check.
They started on the ground with Eckler, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
$13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
58, boy, 58, Mike. Hey, defense.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. Forced out to his left. Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Raiders pick it up. There he goes, right side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that, and a great play for that defensive unit. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a 1-score game.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A huge play there for Denver. 45 yards. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's got some space here. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. On second down, Eckler. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. On third down, here's Eckler. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. The kick by McManus is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A good pickup there, a 22. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On second down now, it's Robinson. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Ready, ready, ready. 53 is the mic. Silver, silver. Check.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Here's the Raiders punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Here's Murray. He's got his tight end, Jake Butt, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now Murray, and the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. The rookie first-rounder Jonathan Abram there to knock it away. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. Murray with a 3rd and long. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Check nine. Yeah. He's mine. Oh, 29 is Mike 29. Watch the run. 29 is Mike.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He completes this to Sutton. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And how about that for just running out the clock? The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go. 60 out ball. Oh, 80 weapon. 49. Check 49. You're out. Check 3. Watch the safety creep. Check 43. Yep.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Sack, baby. Sack.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Alpha.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Check 53's Mike. It's our field. It's our field. General.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And a movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Robinson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as they are able to cut into that lead. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. They'll let Robinson try and run. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. Throwing on first down is Murray. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
I got you, boy. Check. Check hot route. Hot.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Snap comes to Murray at 1. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Leonard Floyd able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Sam Martin now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
Ready.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Coming for you, son. 66. Bullet drive. 45. Mock strike. Come to my goal. We want it. Come to my world. Let happen.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Muhammad Wilkerson sacks him that time, coming in off the edge.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They run it with Jacobs. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Able to find Walter. That's complete. A gain of 22.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when a screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Ready, go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. His throw incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They're going to look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
That one good for 37 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Now Eckler. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Raiders.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Check 37. Check 37.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Murray going to try to throw on third down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now again, right side. Robinson, only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
He'll look to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. 23 yards on the play.
That's another Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play in that situation.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
31 yards there and a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Slam, slam. Whip, 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 whip.
They'll run here with Eckler. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 7 yards on the quick slant and a 1st down. Murray now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Flush to his right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on third and long. Murray. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 45, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Let's go now. Come on, put your arm. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm scared.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He'll get this to Eckler. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Got a man open in Sutton. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 25 yards that time.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Here we go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. Shotgun now from Murray. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And now here is another interception. Duke Dawson picks it. And now look at him go.